Good evening, I'm weather anchor Kristen Currie. We had a beautiful day here in Colorado. This is looking at our time lapse over the metro area. You can see we did see that mountain wave earlier today and a few of those high clouds, but the temperatures is what we really noticed today. 70s out along the Front Range. It felt a bit like summer out over the southeastern corner in the low to mid 80s. 50s and 60s over the higher terrain, 60s out along the western slope. Here in Denver, we actually set a record today. Our high at 76, beating the last record of 75 last set in 1877. We're more than 20 degrees above average for this time of year. You can see our conditions are rough. We're dealing with the blowing snow and the wind. We are out here in Watkins, Colorado, out east past the airport. Looking to my right, you can see Front Range Airport barely visible because of the blowing snow. And looking to my left is Interstate 78. CDOT has closed the highway starting from Lyman to Tower Road in Denver. We spoke to a few drivers earlier who said they are just not willing to take the risk of these dangerous conditions. They plan to wait it out here until the storm has passed. Reporting live from Watkins, Colorado, Kristen Currie, Fox 31 Denver. Good evening, I'm weather anchor Kristen Currie. We had a pretty mild day here in Colorado today. Highs in the upper 40s, so we were a little bit chillier than we were yesterday, and we did see those clouds move in. Live radar does show a little bit of rain along the western slope and spotty snow showers over the higher terrain. More to come as we head into this evening. Weather alerts already in effect for most of the state. The pink areas indicating the regions under a winter storm warning. That is in effect for most of the higher terrain, as well as the metro area. The areas in orange under a blizzard warning. We're really going to see those winds pick up with this storm. Current conditions here in Denver, 36 degrees. Most of the state is pretty comfortable right now. We're seeing those 30s along the western slope, 30s and 40s throughout the mountains, 48 in Colorado Springs. That southeastern corner holding on to those 50s. Lows tonight, we are going to be chilly. That western half of the state is going to be around or below freezing tonight. That southeastern corner of the plains a little bit warmer, but expect cold temperatures tonight. Let's really focus in on our futurecast for this evening. This is starting at 5 p.m. Watch these areas in blue. As we head throughout the overnight hours, we're really going to see those mountains pick up some snow. This is tomorrow at 7 a.m. A little bit of a light rain shower out along that I-76 corridor that will quickly turn to snow as we head further into the morning. At about 10 a.m., the metro area will be under some heavy snow. From 10 a.m. to a little bit after the lunch hour, that's when we're really going to see that heavy accumulation start to pick up. Denver under that deep blue, as well as out along I-76, a heavy snow band at 4 p.m. From the later afternoon on into the evening, that's when we'll begin to see the snow taper off. A little bit left over the plains, but those clouds sticking around at 11 p.m. We will see that storm move out late tomorrow. Futurecast numbers do show accumulation with this storm, though. Over half a foot for the mountains, 7 inches expected in Aspen. Check out Durango, 15 inches of new snow with this storm. The Front Range totals a little bit heavier, 14 inches for Estes Park. More as we head west and south of Denver. Lighter as we head up that I-76 corridor, around 3 to 5 inches. As we zoom in on the metro area, most of us around a foot here in the metro area, 12 inches, 11 inches, a little bit lighter to the north, but we are going to be dealing with a lot of snow tomorrow. Tonight, though, as we saw in Futurecast, we might start off with some rain. It will quickly turn to snow through the overnight hours. Winds will begin to pick up, lows around 27 degrees this evening. Tomorrow, though, it will be a little bit of a mess. We'll see the snow, the wind. It will be heavy at times. Travel will be a bit of a headache. Highs around 30 degrees here in Denver. We'll start our 7-day with that storm in anticipation of that accumulation sticking to the ground. We won't see a big warm up for Sunday, ending our weekend on a high of 38 degrees. But taking a look at the start of our next work week, a warm up and a nice one at that. We'll see 60s beginning Tuesday, and those string of 60s will last all week long, close to 70 degrees on Friday.
right, time for a look at the weather. KristenCurrie here now with the forecast. And Kristen, another weekend snowstorm. It's happened this way pretty much every weekend for the last month or so, but this storm, you say, is a little bit different.
You're right, Jamie. We are seeing colder temperatures with this storm. We're already seeing the snow falling here in the metro area. Taking a look at our live radar, you can see, especially over us here in the metro area, as well as heading east over that northeastern corner of the state, up I-76, we're really starting to see that heavier snowfall, as well as the winds picking up to 40-mile-per-hour gusts down in Colorado Springs, lighter up in Lyman, but we'll continue to see the winds blow overnight. Current temperatures showing that storm moving in, especially over the northern half. 30 out in Fort Collins, 24 in Craig. We're down to 29 degrees here in Denver.